Guys, I know some of y'all might tussle when I say this, but if you're traveling for pleasure or just leisure, whatever the case may be, stay home.
Welcome to the Common Sense Philosophy channel. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing great. Today we're going to talk about, basically the title is TSA, is the airport safe? There's a lot going on with these airports and the TSA. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah. Yep. I can understand them not wanting to really, because it's a job, and if you're not really getting paid because of the shutdown, then that's basically what I heard people complaining about.
Yeah. So they're not getting paid, but they have to show up. They're doing mandatory overtime. I personally didn't know that the government had so much to do with the airports, that it was that type of situation. But clearly there's a connection there, and that's why I guess you can catch federal charges if you do something wrong at the airport. So they got them working with no pay because of the government shutdown. They're also, one of the big things, I didn't think that they were mixed up together with the government, because I thought airports were privately owned companies. So, but I still quite don't understand everything that's going there, but it's a lot there. I guess because they have to fly over lines and county lines and state lines, that there would have to be different things enforced. And plus, the people that control who comes in, the flights, the different airplanes that's coming in. Because I heard in LA, two planes almost hit each other. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, I think that just looking at it, I mean, you got anything else you want to say?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to read through this. It says here, that TSA is affected by the government shutdowns. The employees are considered essential, must work without pay, which can lead to longer wait times and some workers calling sick due to financial stress. While operators continue, longer shutdowns can cause significant disruptions, including staffing shortages and flight delays, as seen in the past with other shutdowns. So basically they're saying that this could continue and just get worse as it goes. So it's really a fight between Republicans and Democrats, and them figuring out what they're going to do. And so I said I was going to look for some clips, because I wanted to hear some people that actually work at these places to see if they could give their opinion. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a clip by some of the workers. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all should probably go ahead and open the government back up. Let me tell you why. We are headed to Charlotte for the color purple, and not many TSA workers, clearly. But one of the lanes didn't have a screener, like for the little machine. And they was like, we don't have nobody to screen. We ain't getting paid. You know what? Y'all go ahead and go on through. Our bags just went through the machine. Yeah, y'all should probably open it back up. That's a safety hazard. Lord, protect us.
Yeah, this is day, I don't even know anymore, because I stopped counting of not getting paid. And this is scary, y'all. This is scary. And I stand with all the TSA workers when they say this. Stay home, guys. Please stay home. It's not just us that's not getting paid. It's the FAA, your air traffic controllers. They're not getting paid, guys. We have over, I think, 40 airports who have cut back on their flights, that have shut down their terminals. I know my airport, we shut down 2 of our terminals. We only have 4 terminals left standing, which only means an influx of passengers that's coming our way. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't matter if you close the terminal. We still got to bring these passengers in. We're talking about airports shutting down terminals and canceling flights because not enough of their workers are coming in because they can't afford to come in. And those who do come in, it's barely even making it. It's like literally taking pieces by piece from their savings, from their rainy day funds to come in because we know the greater purpose and we want to keep the public safe, and we know families are traveling and we care about that. Guys, I know some of y'all might tussle when I say this, but if you're traveling for pleasure or just leisure, whatever the case may be, stay home. Remake that plan. Go somewhere closer. This is scary, y'all.
It's definitely scary from the point of view that she's saying. But what you think about those clips?
Yeah, I didn't even think about as far as the safety part of it, because if it's not like going to the store and then they got the self-checkout line. Like, this is like, people really need to get their bags checked. They got to look for liquids, firearms, any type of weapon, knives. And if there's nobody at the line, they're just saying, oh, go through. You don't know who on that plane with you.
Right.
And this is a time period where that type of activity, people would just do it because they're like, oh, the security's down, so let me just go and be on some mess.
Exactly.
And that's scary. And I can see why the people are like not showing up to work, because it's like, I ain't got it. I literally ain't got it. If I wanted to come, I can, because I ain't got no money.
Right.
That's so, and it's a job. Like we the motivation of coming to work is to get the check. Well, they saying it's been on over 30 days of going to work without pay. They just like, I want to feed my family, but I got to keep coming in here and I can't feed my family.
Right.
That's got to be frustrating. So definitely, if you ain't traveling for business or necessity, you probably should stay home, because you're being considerate for the people who actually are going to work and having to deal with this. It's a lot.
It's ridiculous. There's a lot of flights going to be dropped, loss of earnings. People are filling away because they're not getting paid in these very important jobs. Car rentals are up 30%. So the car rental places are very happy. They're getting their money. I think too, it's going to get real interesting around the holidays. Because sometimes you got people that just for the holidays, and you got people that their jobs is to catch flights. They have to be certain places. So now those going to have to definitely move out of that area and go to more of a private plane area. And I think if you lose some of those people, they might not come back. They might just enjoy those flights better. So it could be a lot of problems in the future because of this. You never know exactly what the effect of all this is going to be. So I think just as people, though, I don't know how we expect them to continue to do their job at the highest level if they're not being paid. I heard one woman say she can't even go to work because she couldn't pay for daycare. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So all those things are important. If you can't pay for daycare, how are you going to go to work? I heard one guy, he was in a high level position and he was door dashing now. So this is getting very interesting. But we'll see how they play it out. So I'm about to play this next clip real quick. Let you check this out, all right?
All right.
One family who I just learned was sleeping in their car with children. I have another one who's expected to be evicted on Monday. I have another one who has 5 children. She's facing eviction. So these stories are coming in daily to me. So officers are really feeling this shutdown.
Do you have people who are not just calling in sick, but are leaving the job because they're not being paid?
I haven't gotten any reports of anyone leaving the job. And I want to clear something up. Officers are not calling in sick. Officers have not received a paycheck. They don't have the means to come to work. They're calling in because they can't put gas in their car or they can't afford to pay for daycare. And that brings up a whole nother thing. Daycares have wait lists. Those children that are not able to go to daycare right now, once the government reopens, they then have to be find other places to, for the care of their children while they report to work.
Let me ask you about this thinning of air traffic. 4% on Friday. It could go up, the Secretary of Transportation says, at some point to 20%. That may mean fewer people coming through the lines. Is that help for you if there are fewer flights or fewer people coming through these TSA lines?
One of the biggest concerns that I have for our members and what has been expressed to me is, the mental anguish that's coming from not the uncertainty. The concern that I have is the security risk that presents. The more that things are weighing heavily on someone's mind, that just in general, you lose focus of what's in front of you.
Now, every politician that I've heard has said that there's no correlation between the lack of pay and safety and security. You say there that there is a security risk created by this.
I think anyone that says that is absolutely insane. With any what we're going through as federal workers is traumatic for a lot of people. And we know that traumatic experiences have effects on your mental. So if anyone is saying that, I absolutely don't agree with that.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that somebody's off if they say that. I'm going to read this real quick. It said how the TSA is affected. Employees must work because they're essential workers, even if they're not being funded. No pay during the shutdown. These essential workers do not get paid until the government reopens. Increased staffing shortages. In past shutdowns, a significant percentage of TSA workers called in sick because they were not being paid, leading to a drop in available staff. Longer wait lines, the results of people suffering from the shortage of not having enough employees, and the impact on morale because more workers are taking on more time, and plus they're not financially being compensated.
Yeah, that would definitely bring some tension into the conversation because we're dealing with people just on a regular basis. That's a lot when you're getting paid. So to have to be forced to come to work and you're not getting paid and you still have to deal with these same personalities.
Yeah.
That's asking a lot, and they should be nice to them and they should chill out for real. Like, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, they should be nice and as kind as possible. It's a very interesting thing to see how this is all playing out, seeing just how just one paycheck can tear up a whole family's structure, more or less 2 paychecks. And then you get to 3, 4 paychecks, not saying when they're ever going to get any money. And you are, because even someone doing a job that's not that serious, maybe like making a hamburger, they might not put all the lettuce on it or all the pickles or do everything right because they're like, I'm not getting paid. But now we're dealing with a situation that people are dealing with planes and stuff like that it could be an instant problem if one thing is off and you're not paying them. They're stressed out. I do think their morale and how they feel is going to be a little crazy,
Yeah, people deserve to be paid, and they need to figure something out with this shutdown because I think it's bringing up a lot more danger than people are anticipating.
Yeah, so name of this video is TSA, is the airport safe?
Personnel management, they found that 1/4 of screeners are black. Reuters found that the average pay is up compared to the last shutdown in 2019. It's now more than $61,000 a year, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. But the now multiple missed checks during this shutdown, that's hurting. A shortage of air traffic controllers is what's leading to the FAA to start ordering a reduction in domestic flights. There are about 1,500 TSA workers across the airports here in the state of Georgia. How are you now, after 2 full missed paychecks, are you making ends meet?
No,